Before science, before cities, before empires, animals were gods. This is why imagine living 5,000 years ago. No phones, no internet, no science to explain the world around you. Thunder crashes. You don't know what causes it. A jaguar kills your friend. You don't understand why. The Nile floods and destroys your crops, or it doesn't flood and your family starves. The world is terrifying, unpredictable, and you are powerless. So you do the only thing humans have ever done when faced with the unknown. You give it a name. You give it a face, you give it power, and often that face was an animal. This is the forgotten history of when humans worshipped animals and why it made perfect sense. Why animals? Why not just worship invisible gods like many religions do today? Because ancient people lived with animals every single day. They saw their power up close. A lion could kill you in seconds. A crocodile could drag you into the river and drown you. An eagle could see prey from miles away. A bull could crush you with one charge. These animals had abilities humans didn't. Strength, speed, flight, night vision, the power to kill, or the power to nourish. So ancient cultures looked at animals and thought, if this creature is so powerful, maybe it's closer to the gods than we are. Maybe it is a god. The Egyptians saw cats hunting rats and snakes in the dark and thought, this animal protects us. So they made cats sacred to Bastet, the goddess of protection. The Norse watched ravens circling battlefields, eating the dead, and thought, these birds see things we don't, so they became Odin's messengers. The Hindus saw cows giving milk to sustain families and thought, this animal gives everything, so they revered it as a mother. Animals weren't just worshipped because they were powerful. They were worshipped because they helped humans survive. But it wasn't just symbolic. Ancient people didn't just pray to animal gods. They kept live sacred animals in temples. In ancient Egypt, at the temple of Sobek, priests kept a live crocodile named Petzakos. They dressed it in gold jewelry, fed it wine-soaked. Bred in the finest cuts of meat, by hand. When it died, they mummified it with full honors. Archaeologists have found thousands of mummified crocodiles, wrapped in linen, buried in tombs, treated like royalty. The same was true for cats, bulls, and even beetles. Why? Because the Egyptians believed these animals were vessels. The gods could enter them, live through them, speak through them. So to harm a sacred animal wasn't just cruel. It was blasphemy. That's why killing a cat in ancient Egypt was punishable by death. Not because they loved cats more than people, but because that cat might be basted. So what happened? Why did we stop? The rise of monotheistic religions played a huge role. Animal worship was seen as paganism. Idolatry, something primitive that needed to be eliminated. Ancient traditions were erased. But it didn't disappear completely. It just transformed. In Hinduism, animals are still sacred. In Judaism and Christianity, the lamb became a symbol of sacrifice. In Islam, the falcon and the horse are revered, even in modern Western culture. We still use animals as symbols. The eagle represents freedom. The lion represents courage. We don't call it worship anymore, but the reverence, it's still there. Animals are not less than us. They are different. Ancient people worshiped animals because they saw them as sacred. And because of that, they protected them. But when we stopped seeing animals as sacred, we started seeing them as resources, things to be used, exploited, killed for profit. And now we're facing the consequences. We've driven countless species to extinction, destroyed habitats. Maybe we don't need to worship animals like gods again, but maybe we need to remember why our ancestors did. Because when you see something as sacred, you don't destroy it, you protect it. If this changed how you see animals, subscribe. The old gods are still here. We just stopped listening.